like to understand, from you, you've been here for some time. And QSR particularly is one category that's burgeoning. Every which way you look at it, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So what's been your journey so far from zero to triple digit?
Thank you so much. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Chaitanya Sabharwal. I'm the brand founder of Biryani Queen. And we actually come on this particular platform and we got into the business understanding that only if we can bring biryanis to our QSR platform, because there's so many I would say the products nowadays which are already there on the QSR platform, burger to pizzas, but the only format which is not available on a QSR platform, they're all on QSR platform. The only product which is not available on QSR platform which was biryanis, and there was no rice player, international rice player which were existing in the market. So the whole idea of starting Biryani Queen was not to start or add another food venture to the market, to the competition, but very clearly and very innovatively we wanted that the biryani, if the biryanis we can bring it on a QSR platform, we will be able to scale up to the best available platforms and across platforms and also to the geographies. Having said that, today we as Biryani Queen, we do almost, if I am not mistaken, the exact number, almost 2,000 kilos of biryanis per day across India, from Ladakh to Karnataka. And this is all because of, and we are the only one of the biryani brands who does 40 kinds of biryanis under a single banner, all biryanis available under 9 minutes, which definitely brings us on a QSR platform without compromising the taste, without compromising the quality. So when it comes to scalability and efficiency, we can do biryanis from a single store. We can do biryanis from 100 to 2,000 biryanis in a single order.
That's commendable, and that's quite fast, considering that we all love biryani. So that's an Indian dish which takes a lot of time to be cooked. I'll come back to him by how he really been able to do that. But how do you look at India as an opportunity in comparison to your products and services?
Yeah, so basically, maybe I introduce myself. I'm Alvin Usmana. I'm from Aicha. I'm the Global Business Development Supervisor of Aicha. So right now, actually, Aicha was founded in Indonesia from 2022, and we are expanding globally. Basically, last year we are able to conquer the Southeast Asia market. So right now, total global storage is around 1,200 global stores. Seeing the Indian market, we understand that the population of India is also very huge, and we also understand that in India, people like sweets also. So basically, what is the vision and mission of Aicha is we understand that a lot of boba, milk teas, ice cream, if you want to taste that delicious and premium taste, you need to spend a lot of money. So what we want from Aicha is we develop products that are from premium raw materials, and you can taste the difference of it, but with an affordable price. This is what we're aiming, and we know that India is a good opportunity for us. And of course, from our R&D team, we also will do localization, which we're going to research and develop itself. We can see from other countries also, for Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, we have various and different type of products for every countries, and every flavor is also different. So in India later, when we expand and we will start in India, we will definitely going to have different type of products and tastes.
So what is the kind of partner that you're looking at? You're looking at a master franchise or a regional franchise?
Basically, we are very open to a lot of types of partners. But what we want to do is we're going to open our shop also, first in Mumbai and then also in New Delhi. What we're not searching particularly on master franchisee. We are also searching for people who is going to open our first store in every city in India, maybe in Chennai or other cities also. So there's no certain type that we're looking, because basically Aicha SOPs are very simple. It's going to be a bless for us if we can find a franchisee that already have an F&B background, But for people that haven't had that background, is also fine, because we have training also for 7 days, and then we can retrain again for every 3 months, something like this.
So, like he just said that, he would look forward for somebody who can be trained. Do you really think background in food really matters? Or you think that the, format in itself is such that if followed properly, anybody can run it, or I should say make it profitable? Or what essentials you feel are needed to make it profitable at a unit level?
I would say one word: passion. Definitely passion matters, but passion alone won't be able to fuel the entire game. Ultimately, P&L is very, very important to answer your question, because without generating profits, without having good revenues, just passion alone won't be able to help. But however, to answer the question correctly, I would say first thing is the passion. Unless you have a passion, no matter whatever the business you do, you will not be able to succeed in that. So first thing is you have to build that passion, so that you can build the enthusiasm among your team members, among the products what you're selling out in the market. So you need to have a passion for your business first of all. Now it doesn't matter really that whether you are from a food background, or you are from a footwear background, or apparels background, or a electronics background. Doesn't matter. Ultimately, at the end of the day, as a CEO, as a director, or as a salesman, you will be selling a product. So if you're able to, if you're passionate about making your dream come true, and you have a passion to sell any product, I think the product doesn't matter. Once you have chosen the right product, what matters is definitely to make it most. You will be able to sustain it only through your proper P&L. Means you have to have a profitable business to go for a long run. A long run, I would say.
Okay. So what are the things that you demarcate for him to be followed properly? Because it's about food, we need to have quality controls in place. And how did you make the product accessible in 9 minutes?
Now that's the secret. That's the secret, but it's like, let me just reveal that. What matters is you need to really understand the timeline what you need to work upon. In our F&B we work on two methods. One is the FOB and the other one is the BOH. BOH is the back of the house basically. So back of the house work, whatever you require to be done before you bring the product to the FOH, which is the front of the house. Your back of the house should be working in such a manner that it is so efficient that whatever the work required without the interventions or without the customer should be looking at it, you should be able to finish that part within the BOH timeline. And the only timeline which you need to, while you are assembling and serving part, need to be taken care of for the FOH purpose. So exactly, and the learnings which we took for biryanis was definitely from the pizza products, from the pizza brands. They have a make line, they have a pizza make line for the assembling, which means all their products, whether it comes, they're topping with their chickens, or they're topping with their pepperonis, they're topping with anything. Ultimately, all those products are readily available on the make line, and they're just doing the assembly, they're creating an assembly line for themselves. Similarly, if you really know how biryanis are made, I'll just take an example over here. Biryanis usually takes a hell lot of time to cook, and
overnight.
not overnight, of course. That's when you're talking about halims, or you're talking about niharis and all that. Is something which takes overnight, or maybe dal makhani for that matter, for vegetarians. So what we do is, rice usually takes 15 minutes time to cook. If you have to really boil the rice, it takes 15 minutes time. But we take 2 hours to create and to get the strength and the length and the make it more aromatic so that it is flavorful. If anybody of you really want to taste how the biryani dum rice gets prepared, we have a stall, Biryani Queen, over here, and we have a tasting. Please go and have a taste and have the feel of that what I'm talking about. So we take 2 hours to cook the rice. So that's something which we do it before, much before when it is to be served to the customers. So once we apply dum to rice, then the protein assembly, creating an assembly line becomes very, very easier for us. Adding proteins, adding spices, adding baristas, adding other ingredients and garnish to the entire product is just a matter of time. And thankfully, all the 40 biryanis, we are able to bring it on a QSR platform. And we are able to serve, and you ask for any biryani and you get it in just 9 minutes at Biryani Queen.
That's interesting because unlike other QSRs, it's a healthier option. That's something which
Yes, of
doesn't
course.
really, yeah.
Good part is that we don't keep our biryani from morning till evening. So that is something which is not recommended at all. That you can't be making a biryani and then keeping it for 10 hours or 6 hours at all. So every 2 years, the fresh rice needs to keep produced, and hence then your assembly line, it is the backbone of your assembly line for biryani business.
So, in your case, how much role a product creates? So, ingredients is something which I understand in your format is the key. The ingredients that you put in your product, whether it could be boba or liqueur, or so. How do you make sure that you manage the quality lines in the other countries that you are? So you import the products or you find local options as well?
So basically what we do, we are trying to find local products, of course. So basically if in Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, we will try to find local products. But sometimes these local products can have the same premium or qualities that we want, but sometimes the price are higher. So sometimes we import some goods into the countries, but not all raw materials will be imported, but some we will buy from local products. How we maintain and have a quality control, that's why we have a team in Indonesia. We have 2 teams in Indonesia, we call it Indonesian team and also headquarter teams. So people who have staffs and employees and also the professionals who are in the headquarters have to go overseas. So where we do, like today I'm in India to support the Indian team to do this exhibition, right? But we have other departments also, the operation department, import department, raw materials department, R&Ds, engineering, maintenance. We'll have to, have a scheduled time where they have to visit this type of countries and have a proper training. After the proper training, we still have to go to monitor and, see how are they doing. If there is something fault, of course there will be faults, but we will have some, solution for them how to work things out.
And if the ingredients are not as per the quality in a country, you have to import them,
Yeah,
right? And the pricing will vary because of that.
correct.
So how do you maintain pricing? I'm sure you would be customizing it according to the nation. Like in India, it's a price sensitive market. So how are you approaching the pricing of the products here?
Yes. So basically how we approach is we see other competitors also, what are they selling for the prices. But the most important part for us is also to maintain the profits for the franchisees. So this is a gap that we are still studying and also analyzing. But I believe after a lot of research also, we have done that our prices will not be more expensive than other brands. I guess Aicha will be the cheapest ice cream and boba tea with premium taste in India.
Okay.
I think the Parle-G is a clear example for that. If you're not able to reduce the price, reduce the quantity. So whether it's the quantity in totality or quantity of your protein. So if the consumer is smart, the manufacturers are smarter. And we work on that principle, because there are certain, I would like to add over here that there's certainly that even with us, that we do not use any synthetic oils, synthetic powders, synthetic colors within our biryanis. Having said that, now the market always has the biryani masalas which are available for only 200 rupees a kg. But we don't use those masalas. We use the masala which are home produced, home grinded, home blended, and the cost of those masalas which we use are pure masalas which cost us 2000 rupees a kg. Now just see the comparison of 2000 rupees a kg within you're getting the original masalas as compared to the synthetic masalas which are available for 200 rupees a kg in the market. People are still consuming it. When they say that they're getting the biryani at 50 rupees a plate or 80 rupees a plate, that's, now you know what you're eating. So if you really want to eat the hygienic and the real and the quality products, you have to pay the price. But yes, it is a competitive market. when it is a competitive market. Palaji is a perfect example that in last 20 years they have not reduced the price of a packet, but they have reduced consistently. They keep reducing the number of biscuits they provide.
Yeah, true. So how do you, so what is your, way of developing it across India? You prefer master franchise partners or multi-unit versus a single unit? And how profitable or unlikely it is that you would go with either of them and not the other ones?
Scaling within India is very, very easy. We are 1.4 billion. And franchising is the best route. I am a man of franchise management with 30 years of a franchise management experience. Who else would know how franchisees behave, how franchisees react, and how franchisees, how their nerves basically operates when it comes to franchising. So I chose the franchising route and I am very, very successful in that. Biryani Queen is the among the very, very few only bootstrap brands in the country. There is no funding being secured, but yes, now we are absolutely ready with this funding, because if we really want to excel and expand across the world, providing the country rights for Biryani Queen, the funding is the route. Because through franchising, you will be able to mushroom around, but you will not be able to scale up the pace you are actually looking forward to. Let's say if I have a 10 years timeline to conclude, then definitely funding is the route, but again without compromising the franchising method. Because I am a man of franchise management, I would definitely love to explore. Even if you are expanding in the world, you cannot manage it independently and solely. You would be needing master franchisees. So when it comes to country rights, definitely you require master franchisees like Devyani International, Sapphire Foods, Jubilant. You definitely require master franchisee. Without them, you will not be able to succeed and survive, because they are the one who is going to scale up for you. So definitely, it's very, very hard to say that whether you want to do franchising or master franchising alone, or you want to do only funding. No, all three are equally important, and they will be there till the time the businesses are there.
So what's working for you so far?
I said all three of them. I'm okay. The funding is something which I'm going to explore it now, because we are all ready for seed funding. We are looking for a 4 million seed funding now. So we are all ready for that, to expand it globally, registering ourselves internationally, and expanding and providing country rights for Biryani Queen. In India, we are already 25 in numbers, from Ladakh to Karnataka, from food court to fine dine formats. So franchising is definitely, we are moving ahead. But master franchising is something you can actually add a strategic partner to you, and that strategic partner can then further multiply it very rapidly, as what you alone will not be able to do.
True. So Alvin, since you're available in other countries and you're looking forward to come to expand in India now, what's worked for you in the other countries? Is that a master franchise route that works better, or the other formats? Also, in a country like India, as he said, we are like, a 1.4 billion population and very diverse, and geographically we are not that big. So we are very concentrated on per kilometer population, right? Yeah. So what is it that you are working on here versus the other countries?
So basically, I agree that master franchise will able to help us scale up, but it is also important to select the master franchise. But right now, Aicha itself, we are very selective. We don't do master franchise for any countries. So what we do when we do global expansion, every country we will, hire a country manager with a good background. We will build our own team, and also our most important part is to open up 2 or 3 stores of our own outlets, which is we manage and we are able to to let the franchisee see. But it doesn't mean that we are closing opportunities for master franchise. But we are very selective towards it, because when you select one of the master franchise, it will not be only 1 year of cooperation. It takes a long time, and we want to have a master franchise that have more experience. And we are doing the same strategy in India also. But the difference is we have to adapt to the culture and the people in India. That's why we also hire and build the team of Indians. We don't export people to come here or something like that, but we are hiring people in India to control and to scale up this business in India itself, based on Indian culture.
Sure, it shows commitment certainly when you look forward to come to any other country yourself. It shows a lot of commitment towards your partners, even if you choose a master franchise for a particular region, because in a country like India, you can have a master franchise in a state also,
Yes.
which would have different cities in between. So that's how, many other brands also grow.
But we have experience actually with master franchise in Indonesia, where we also sell regions master franchise, but some of the master franchisee is not able to scale up because we don't have that selection and terms and condition that are really tight. We were very flexible back then. So this is also a lesson learned for our brand. That's why it doesn't mean we close this type of opportunity, but right now we are much more selective towards it.
Sure. Okay. Thank you so much. And I would like to, take some closing notes from each one of you on what, not literally in terms of mistakes, but what is that thing in food and beverage industry that you both are in made you feel that had I not done this in the industry, I wouldn't have learned what I know now. So it goes back to not just food, but expansion as well, because everybody, has their own blunders on the way that you both are. So what were those in your past?
Maybe what Aicha have learned from the past, basically because we've been to a lot of countries right now, 18 countries in total. Well, what we learned is operation team is very important. Sometimes a lot of brands, I'm not saying any other brand's name, but a lot of brands, even ourselves, we're focused more on marketing, we're focused more on franchise sales, we're more focused on, other type of departments. But sometimes we forgot the operation part of the brand, which is the core, actually the heart of the company, which is the operation team. To have a good SOP, how to open up, how about raw materials, sending goods, and all of that. Sometimes we forgot that side of the company. So that's what Aicha have learned, and right now we're expanding and we are very careful for our operation division. Back then in Indonesia, we were focused on marketing too much. We were spending a lot of money in marketing, but we forgot that the operation team was actually really, really important. So we learned, and right now that's why Malaysia itself is already 400 stores in Malaysia, because we have a strong and powerful operation team. This is what we're going to do in India also.
For me, I would say passion definitely had worked very well, because without passion this wouldn't have been possible for me, because I'm not from a food background. Though I'm a foodie, though I'm from a food family, I'm from the chef's family, but I am myself not from the background as far as the experience is concerned. But definitely I would say learning is a continuous process. So having said that, to us there was no mistakes which we have done. Yes, there were certain misses which we took time to realize and then move ahead. Was one of them was building the right strategy for the businesses. The passion was definitely there, and that passion actually helped us then later building the right strategy, focusing on what exactly the world demands, and then creating a brand. So we are on the journey of creating the first international biryani brand. Right now there is not even a single international biryani brand which is existing in the world. So that's the mission and the vision which we are carrying on my shoulder. Why I say so, because biryani is a very regional segment. Even if you go outside, people they will ask for Hyderabadi biryani hai kya? So they only know biryani by Hyderabad. Or they will ask, Bengalis will ask for Kolkata biryani mil jati to acha hota. So biryani has always been a regional segment within India, and people are playing around that. Hyderabadi person will never go for a Kolkata biryani. Kolkata person will never ask for a Kerala biryani. Kerala person will not even touch the Sindhi biryani. And Lucknowi biryani, everyone knows that's just aromatic rice. No one would like to have it except the people from UP or Lucknow. So what is it that something which you can actually create, how you can actually create an international biryani brand? Everybody is playing their own methods, they are playing their own biryanis, they are doing only mutton and chicken biryani. These are the only two biryanis available on the planet. No. We completely cracked this myth, whatever we call it, and able to bring all styles under one banner, all 40 biryanis under one under QSR platform, and that, I think that strategy, if you would have followed much earlier, I would have been ruling the world by now.
Yeah. So there's always a time to learn and adopt. Oh yes. So great. All the best to your venture in India, and all the best to you. We would definitely
Thank
look
you so
forward
much.
to see you on the different flags, under the same banner. So with that, thank you so much for the information. Any questions that anybody would like to ask?
Anyone, any questions?
So if you want to meet,
Yes, please.
Okay, that's there.
Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I actually just have a small question, like the qualities and the portion that details that you mentioned, like they have Kolkata biryani and the people from Kolkata are not going to touch the Sindhi biryani or whatever, which is very much correct. So I mean, if you're planning something to go as international, then how would you do the initial preparation, like will it be a regional basis or will it be available throughout? That's what I wanted to ask.
Sorry, can you be a little louder, the last part, what you said? I have understood your question, but the last part I want to do.
I wanted to know the details that you mentioned, like on basis the different areas that we have, right? Like Kerala, Kolkata, Hyderabad.
Right.
So for every particular region, a person is looking for a different set of biryani, right? They don't actually go for a different biryani of a different place. And if you're planning to go international, then how would you keep everything in one place? That's what I wanted to know.
Everything in one store, you mean to say?
One banner, under one banner.
Under one umbrella?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the method which I think I described in the beginning itself, that the rice we take about almost 2 hours to apply dum to it.
Yes.
To gain the strength and the length of the rice and making it more aromatic so that it becomes the perfect biryani dum rice. Protein gets dum separately. Each and every protein, whether it is chicken molas, mutton, cuttle, jackfruit, or maybe soya, whatever, or mixed vegetables, or you name the ingredient, protein, what you want inside the biryani, or paneer for that matter, we do that dum separately, and that gets assembled and layered within the biryani. See, original biryani form of biryanis in India are the Avdi biryanis, which no one does even now. It's very, very rarely found in the bylanes of or the houses of the old Nawabs of Lucknow. Lucknowi biryani is not what the Avdi biryani is all about.
Yes.
Avdi biryani is the layered form of biryani, which is always called pulao in India. The way we do pulao today is the steamed, the pressure cooked pulao. No, that's not no pulao. The original pulao was the layered form of biryanis, which we used to call pulao earlier, which was discovered by again the Mumtaz Mahal, Begum Mumtaz Mahal, by whose name the Taj Mahal was built. She is the one who has actually discovered the real Avdi biryanis, and that format we've been following continuously. Even our Nizam biryanis, whether it is Hyderabadi or whatever, they are of the same formats as of now, so that the nutritional value is so. I would like to just summarize on this particular piece that the biryani in India, why they are so popular is because those are very nutritional biryanis, nutritional food. We do not drain out the water once we cook our food. And that is what was discovered by Begum Mumtaz Mahal, and that's how there was a difference between the Mughal Sena and the Rajput Sena. Rajputs used to follow the pulao method and they used to follow the biryani method, which they brought from where? From Iran.
Not sure. Okay.
Of course. So the biryani was actually came out from outside India. But that is not we follow the same pulao method still within India. So having said, answering your question, under one umbrella, we take the assembly line and we produce the Kolkata biryani layer separately of the rice and the Awadhi biryani layer separately in the same Hyderabadi biryani layer, which is much spicier layer separately, and we are able to produce that under one umbrella within the QSR method of 9 minutes timeline.
Okay, thank you.
And last thing I would like to add over here is the world is Cosmo, my dear. Today we live in a Cosmo world. Every city has Bengali, every city has Tamilian, every city has Kannada, every city has Punjabis, every city has. So the world now is Cosmo. Everybody wants their own food within the city limits. So there's a Pandora of opportunities. We are 1.4 billion, mind you that. So this is very important to understand. No matter how many restaurants come in the play, there will still be an opportunity.